On this episode of System Integrators Weekly, it's a budget battle. Let's see which system integrator has the best deal on a bangin' budget beast. All that and more. All that and more on this episode of System Integrators Weekly. Let's go, nerds! This episode of System Integrators Weekly is sponsored by CDKdeals. CDKdeals is an online marketplace that specializes in discounted, genuine Microsoft licenses and game keys for several different platforms. My viewers can get an additional 25% off with the discount code BRAY25. Let's get a Windows key. We'll opt for Windows 10 Pro for the enhanced security features. CDKdeals offers an OEM license for a fraction of the price of a retail key. The difference with an OEM key is that you can only use it on one system, but that should be all you need. You will need to make sure you either have Windows 10 Pro already installed or you perform a fresh installation, since OEM keys cannot be used to upgrade from Windows 10 Home if that's what you have installed currently. Here I entered BRAY25 to get 25% off. You can also click where it says Use Activity Discount for a small additional discount. Now our key for Windows 10 Pro is only $15.43. Pay with your method of choice, and once the payment goes through, click View Keys/Codes. Click Get the Key and copy it. Then just go to your Windows search, type in ACT, there it is. Click Activation Settings. My Windows install was already activated, so I'll be replacing that key, but yours should just say Activate Windows. Paste in the key, click Next, and activate, and you're done. Thank you, CDKdeals, for continuing to support the channel. Hello everyone, I'm Bray Thorne. Welcome to System Integrators Weekly, where just like you, we were also waiting in line at Best Buy for 7 hours, waiting for a GPU. However, it wasn't for the GPU you might think. We were waiting for the Fisher-Price, my first GPU. Anyway, if you lucked out and got yourself the Founders Edition 3070 or whatever you were looking for somewhat near MSRP or actual MSRP, that is super awesome. Congratulations, and please don't brag about it in the comments because that will break our little hearts. But you know what? I'm genuinely happy for you. Seriously, that's awesome. And I have a build on here later that may be of interest to you, but we'll get to that near the end. What we're doing instead first is we're looking at budget systems. Systems that, we generally look at systems that are around like $2,000 around here or more, and that's not in everybody's price range, and that's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're actually looking for something $1,500, $1,400, $1,300 or under, sub $1,000 builds. And every system you're going to see in this video is available for order and is capable of playing any game on the market at 1080p with good refresh rates. That's, of course, if you're reasonable with your graphic settings in certain games. AAA titles are ruthless when it comes to budget systems. But if you're in the market for a budget system, you probably already know that, so that's fine. I do want to say a couple things. First off, these are a limited time only thing right here. This is the Halloween special edition sticker. It's only for the month of October in the year of 2021. Ari does all the art for the merch, and she does an amazing job with it. And it's been requested that this be put on a limited edition t-shirt. That's gonna happen. That's enough of the merch stuff. Next, if you didn't catch it, yesterday I posted a video that was not about pre-built computers. It was about this guy right here, the Govee Immersion Kit. That video includes a giveaway, and you should join that giveaway because it is free to enter, and you can join. And there's other great prizes too.
Nope.
Bruh.
Like something like this right here. Second place gets a RGB T-shirt, and it is not light up. It's not RGB as in red. It doesn't light up. I don't know how we would do that. No, it's just the name of the character, RGB. So yeah, just want to make sure to nip that in the bud. And also 3 winners will get the giant RGB glossy sparkly sticker. Love this thing. Or you can also choose the limited edition sticker. That is going to be 3 winners are going to get that. So go to the link in the description, go get entered. As a matter of fact, go watch that video because I'd like to do more product reviews and I have more on the way. So first off, this was filmed for October 3rd, 2021. The availability you see here and pricing that you see here may change. In fact, it most likely will. That's just the nature of the market right now. So if that happens, I am showing you a lot of options tonight. So do not worry, there will be something that you see here tonight that will be within your budget and ready to game, all that. The next thing is, although what I say is mostly based on what I see on the screen, some of it is colored by my opinion. And my opinions are formed after many, many years as a PC building enthusiast, PC gaming enthusiast, and an IT technician. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Let me know why in the comments below, politely, if you don't mind, or in the Discord. The link to the Discord's in the description below, and I'd love to chat with you there, or on the stream. I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday now at 8 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Brayathorn. However, I am going to miss this next Tuesday. I've got a thing coming up, so won't be able to make that stream, but every week after that, it's going to be 3 streams a week with me helping you one-on-one with your custom or pre-built PC configurations. Okay, let's get into this. So we're going to, we got a tradition around here. We start off with iBUYPOWER, because all of this really did start off with iBUYPOWER when I bought a system from them. That was a same-day ready system, or a gaming ready system, and that's what we're looking at here. So we're starting it off at $12.99. Glad to see some sub $1,500 ready systems coming back into the availability here. This one has an AMD Ryzen 5 3600. It's a 6-core, 12-thread CPU. It's Ryzen 3000 series, obviously, last gen, but still a capable gaming chip, and it can also do things like streaming and all of that. 6 cores, 12 threads. For a reasonable setup, it's going to be great for streaming, along with that RTX 2060 that has that Turing NVENC encoder. That's the same NVENC encoder that you find on the 3090 if you were to get that. You're getting the same stream quality as for what's being encoded and sent out to Twitch or YouTube or wherever you stream. Facebook? Did anybody stream on Facebook? What's that like? Anyway. 16 gigs of DDR4 3200 megahertz, so that's dual channel RAM. The only downside here, other than the questionable looking airflow, although the TDP of these parts is a lot lower than some of the ones we've been looking at, so this airflow might be adequate. And also the storage. It's a little low. It's a 500 gig M.2 drive, and that is great, fast storage, and it's great for your operating system and a few bigger programs, the ones that you use the most, but then you're out of storage pretty quickly. I will be getting a system here soon from them. It's going to be in this case, so I'm going to be able to help you out if you want to find ways to get airflow through this case. We can test whether that little slot right there on the front actually helps. But yeah, great deal, and it's $100 off, $12.99 for this pretty complete system right here. Next is going to be CyberPowerPC, and they've got a great system right now for $12.29. Now, they're generally not very good on having instant ship systems in stock, but they're doing quite well lately. I'm guessing they're looking forward to that holiday season and trying to stock up. It's a wise move. Same processor, AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Case comes with 3 fans included, and you get a 120mm all-in-one liquid cooler. But you could always upgrade your cooler if you find that it's thermal throttling at any point. You should be okay. So this comes within a ASUS Prime B550M-A, and that's an MATX motherboard. But that's a higher-end MATX motherboard, or mid-range, so it's not too bad. 16 gigs of DDR4 3200 megahertz, so it's a lower frequency RAM, but still 16 gigs in dual channel. The GPU in here is an upgrade from the RTX 2060 in the iBUYPOWER system. This one is an AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT. Now, for a strictly gaming computer, this is going to be a better option. You will outperform that 2060 really well with this. But if you want to stream or do any content creation, you stick with an NVIDIA card, because as much as I admire and respect Dr. Lisa Su when she came out during the Big Navi keynote and basically announcing the 6000 series Radeon cards and said, these are for gamers. I pretty much wrote them off for myself because I'm a content creator and a streamer, and I need something that's more than just for gaming. It must be tough though to try and go up against the NVENC because it is an industry standard at this point and it's been refined for a long time. So they have an uphill battle there, and with their ray tracing, their hardware accelerated ray tracing, which is still in its first iteration, the next one should be better. I don't know if you've seen some of these first-person shooter games that are taking up like 102, 120 gigs. It's crazy. So yeah, that would run out really quickly. You're going to want to add on some storage yourself, but still, great price and very fast shipping, and it also looks really nice, and it has a mesh front panel, so better airflow than the iBUYPOWER system. One thing though that you want to be careful about with these guys is that they will face the wrong side of the fan towards the inside if you're not careful. I believe on this one they have them facing the right direction. Here's what we're going to do. Really quick, we're going to talk about case fans. You see how this side looks nice and pretty. You see how this side looks less pretty. That's pretty much the easiest way to tell which side of the fan brings air in and then pushes it out. This brings air in. This side pushes it out. So if you see this side facing the inside of your case, that is an exhaust fan because it is pulling air through the front and pushing it out the back. If all of your fans show this side towards the inside, you have 0 intake fans. And you need to take out the 4 screws that are holding it in, flip it around, get this facing to the outside of the case, and get yourself some intake. There, done. There you go. Still, I can highly recommend this system. You may want to look at a RAM upgrade down the road, and the Ryzen 5 3600 can also benefit from 3600 megahertz RAM, just like the 5000 series. That's a good recommendation there. Now let's see what Build Redux can do with their budget option. Okay, so we're looking at the most budget option here, except that we went with an upgrade on the GPU. This can actually get cheaper, $1,019. Look at this with a 1650. A 1650, playing games at 1080p, you generally want to get more than 60 frames per second to have an acceptable gaming experience, and this will do it in most games with the right graphics settings. No problem. But I would still, if you can, upgrade to the 1660. And I have been told, even though this says 1660, that a couple people in my community have gotten 1660 Supers. Okay, so that is a decent upgrade. So I'm going to post non-affiliated links for all of these systems in there, but I cannot do that for Build Redux. So what you'd have to do is basically go here, just sort of get a screenshot of this, and make sure all the components, well, the few components you can actually customize on Build Redux, match these right here. Now what you're looking at is an Intel Core i3 10100F right here, and it is a 4-core 8-thread processor. It's not overclockable, it is not unlocked, it is locked to a certain frequency, and it can turbo on its own, but it can't take that fast of a RAM kit, as fast as like the Ryzen processors can. If you want to get a solid upgrade there, go for the 6-core 12-thread 10400F right there, and that is for $101. The thing is, all the Build Redux systems will get the same awesome components as far as the high airflow case. 6 CM master fans with this system, 2 of them set up for a pull configuration with the other fans pushing, push-pull configuration on the radiator, and that radiator is a 240 millimeter for a 240 millimeter AIO, and they all come with wireless. Now, one option I did here, in order to keep the price really low on this one, it takes over $100 off. Yeah, $109 off. As you can tell them, remove OS, no software support. I don't know if that means they don't install Windows. Because if you look at like Ava Direct and a couple of other system integrators, they give you the option to not activate Windows, but they still install it. And guess what? Scroll back to where I said this video is sponsored by CDKdeals and watch that. Because you can get a license for Windows 10 Pro or Home if you go choose it. They have Windows 10 Home. If that's what it comes with, choose that Windows, so you don't have to install a whole other new installation of it. You can get that for $15, $18 or so. This also has 16 gigs of dual channel RAM, one 500 gig NVMe M.2, because that's what all the other systems have that we've looked at so far, so why not? But you can actually get a very cheap upgrade to get a 2 terabyte mechanical hard drive for pretty slow storage But when it comes to gaming, it should only affect your load times and like how long it takes to install a game and all that. Because after your level is loaded, storage speeds don't necessarily affect frame rates. So maybe go with this one. But as you can see, with Build Redux, you can get down to about $1,000. And these guys their build quality has been typically very good. Next up, we're going to take a look at Lyte Gaming PCs. So Lyte Gaming PCs, I looked at them on stream once, and I think I sort of missed the point as to what they're really trying to do here. And there's a sort of mentality that I've been guilty of, where I'm trying to get as many of you guys to get the newest stuff, regardless of whether your budget just doesn't allow it. And that's not really fair of me to do that, because guess what? Just because something newer came out doesn't mean something that's still brand new, but is a previous version, is any slower than it was before. You can still have a fantastic gaming experience on previous gen hardware. And with this market, Lyte Gaming PCs is doing something really smart. They've stocked up on some of these. They still have the newer stuff, okay? But they're out there trying to take care of those who want a game but have a budget and are in a very unfriendly market for that. What we're looking at here is an $899 pre-built PC that has a dedicated GPU, okay? That has a Ryzen 5 2600. Does that number sound kind of familiar? 1600, 2600, 3600, 5600X. This is the 6-core 12-thread processor that is a predecessor to the 5600X and the 3600. And it's still a great gaming processor. With a 1650 and just a well-configured system, this thing can game. For a first gaming PC, this is awesome, okay? Now, if you look at the storage, it's kind of the same story, but really not my favorite storage solution here. I would honestly rather see one of those 500 gig M.2 drives and then have someone go out to Best Buy or wherever, not Newegg. They don't deserve your money. Oh, look, actually here, $99, and you can upgrade that. You can upgrade to a 512 gig SSD and a 1 terabyte hard drive. Now, that does seem to be a SATA SSD, but for $99, that's a pretty decent selection at $998. Look at that. Freaking awesome. Now, an A320 motherboard, not much expandability there or upgradability there. There is room to upgrade here. Just go in knowing that. Now, there's a Windows 10 install and stress test for $25. I don't know if that means that you get the key with that, the license for it. But another thing is, you can also, for $59, upgrade to 16 gigs of DDR4 memory. For $59. What I would do is get the 8 gigs right here and then get your own memory kit. Memory is super easy to upgrade. Remember, and I know I've been leading you guys on like with a carrot on a stick with this whole case migration video. It's nearly done. According to Cuddles, we had to get this Govee video out yesterday because of the launch of that package, the immersion kit. But yeah, we had to get that out. But yes, it is nearing full completion and it will be ready for your consumption very soon, most likely next week. But looking at this one though, you're actually going to be getting already, okay, it looks like this is 80 plus bronze. It has most of the same name as the other power supply, but yes, Ryzen 5 2600, same processor, but this one automatically comes with 16 gigs of DDR4 at 3200 megahertz. Not too bad. And though this does say extended processing, I've been told that they actually do have 1650s in stock ready to build with and ship. This also comes with a 512 ADATA SSD, just right off the bat, okay? And looking at this MSI B450M gaming motherboard, okay, it's a better MATX motherboard. But one of the best things about this one, my favorite thing about this one, are the 2 upgrades that are right here at the top that can make it quite a bit better. Going from the GTX 1650 to the GTX 1650 Super is a pretty substantial upgrade for nice $69. Quite a good upgrade, $69. And you also have the option to go with the newer but still last gen Ryzen 5 3600 6-core processor. They're both 6 cores, 12 threads, but there was a performance bump. I like this. The only thing I don't like is the case, but I've got a hole saw. I could do it. I could just cut some holes in front of that. It's just a flat panel, or just yank that off if it comes off, or do case migration. I know someone who's got a video come out on that. I did try going to their custom PC builder and trying to do a build here. I went in and tried to do an Intel build instead. Went with the 10100. And that is the base 10100, so you actually have, your built-in graphics in there as a backup. It is known to be a good budget gaming processor. And I got the DIY IDX case, which actually has about half of this is mesh on the front panel. Not bad. Went with the ASRock B460 Pro 4. And the 1650 Super, 16 gigs of 2600 megahertz Patriot RAM, and a 450 watt EVGA 80 plus bronze. EVGA, great power supply manufacturer, and 450 watts is actually about 100 watts higher than what they recommend. This is the Dark Flash Tower, like you would be getting in this system right here, that had the Dark Flash Tower cooler. Okay, we went with a 512 gig M.2 drive. M.2 read-write speeds are going to be limited in this system though. And a 1 terabyte hard drive, mechanical hard drive. That's going to be your game storage. Now, one of the things that Lyte Gaming PCs does really well here, Windows 10 installed, unactivated, saves you $100. Just get one of them keys. Plus 3 fans, 3 RGB fans. Up here, 3. You've heard Jay's 2 cents talking about these. 1170. I would probably say out of the 3, this is the best one right here. Now, of course, I kind of spoke about this in the last video, and Artesian Builds, okay? Amazing builders. Every system that they sell, they build on stream, live on stream. They have East Coast and West Coast, and they'll stream from each different one depending on the time. And yes, they have the best warranty in the industry that I've seen, 5-year labor and 3-year parts warranty, with them taking care of shipping in most cases, unless you just broke your own stuff with a brick. You're looking at a system that is similar to the one I built with Lyte Gaming right here, except I like the cooler a little more, and dual channel RAM. It's a bit overspec'd for the 10100F. This is a 10100F though. It doesn't have built-in graphics, so if your GPU needs to be troubleshot or whatever, you can't do that. But the GPU, 1660 Ti, and so that's why the price is higher. I'll show you what it's like with the 1650, but it's not a 1650 Super, it's just 1650. 550 watt gold rated fully modular power supply, 500 gigs of NVMe SSD, but you can add yourself in a mechanical hard drive for a very low price. Comes with Wi-Fi and Windows installed and activated. And there's one thing that Lyte and Artesian have in common: they stress test their systems. They don't just, you know what? I'm eventually going to have dedicated videos on both of these system integrators, Lyte Technology and Artesian Builds. So wait for them to get more information on both of them, and we'll go in depth. And this right here, again, is built live on stream, which is really cool. You get to watch it being built. It is more expensive though, in its own way, but that's because we have a more expensive GPU. If we go down to the 1650, negative $158 right there, $1099. There you go, $1,099.92 before tax and shipping. This is a system right here that I was talking about for those of y'all who stuck it out at Best Buy, and you were there, and you made it happen. Got yourself a GPU. Congrats. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Here's a system that with slight modification can really help you out. If you were not able to, and you still want to build your own computer, there you go, right here. This is the Ryzen 7 5700G. And if you did not get a dedicated graphics card, then this will do some 1080p gaming fairly well right here. 8 cores, 16 threads. This is a great value right here. Plus we went with a white build, Fantex Eclipse P360A, and the 650 watt EVGA G3, gold certified, fully modular. I am picky, all right? You can get a cheaper one. You can drop the price on this. Just go to the link where I made this list, click on the part you want to change, like go to the memory, click there, and then pick a different one. There you go. Went with white Crucial Ballistics, 16 gigs DDR4 3600 CL16. Oh, so tasty. Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus with Wi-Fi, because maybe you need it. A white Cooler Master Liquid ML240. This thing is it's pretty good looking right there. And a Crucial P2 1 terabyte M.2 NVMe solid state drive. It's more budget oriented as far as M.2 drives go, but still, it's a full terabyte. And the beautiful Fantex Eclipse. Comes with 2 RGB fans. So this right here, the only thing that in there is the GPU. Now, if you do have a GPU, as I mentioned, go here, go to your CPU, and you can choose the 5600X. There you go, save yourself money. Or if you want to upgrade from that, go with the Ryzen 7 5800X. And then you're looking at a system that is $860 and 91 cents. You can build it yourself if that's what you want to do. And now it is time to move on to the comment of the week. Comment of the week is from an OG. OG. That is Ninten Bricks Films. Ninten, what is up, my dude? Ninten's been around since before System Integrators Weekly, since before a lot of this stuff, since very early in the stream. Yeah. Ninten Bricks Films says, would love to see more of these along with SIW. Now, more of what? What exactly is he talking about there? Well, he's talking about the video from yesterday, which was a product review, which we're going to do more of. And yes, every time I do one of those, I'm going to try to have a giveaway, because what fun is it if I can't share the bounty with you guys? So, anytime someone sends me something, I'm going to be requesting, and that goes out to all you companies who are like, yeah, who's this bald dude right here? I'm going to send him a thing and see what he says about the thing. Just know that I will request an extra one for a giveaway, just because it's cool and fun and cool to do that. Next up, we have a good microphone. We have a super rare desk pad right here, and Epic Desk. You're coming up, don't you worry. And yes, and even more better things that will blow your mind. So Ninten, your wish shall be granted, my friend. And thank you, Ninten, for being a mod in the Discord, for being a techie, for hanging out so much in the streams, and genuinely just being a cool dude. I appreciate you, and I want you to know that. And guys, I do ask that you again consider a couple of ways of supporting the channel. They are out there, and I'm offering as many ways, whatever works best for you. If you just want to make just a contribution, even really small ones or whatever, where you can also get some updates and exclusive stuff, which I'm building that up, guys, for my patrons out there. There's patreon.com/Breathorn. The merch right here. Ari, my girlfriend, is the artist who draws all of this super cute and cool stuff, and that supports her when you get that. And there's some merch that I've made, and I mean, she makes really nice looking stuff, and I think I can do that too. I mean, we're trying to think of a desk pad, and look at this majestic design. Look at it. It's awful. I love it.
Stop it. Get some help.
But whatever, that's not actually available, and nor will it ever be. God no. But that's actually going to do it for this episode of System Integrators Weekly. And thank you again. If you hung out all this time and to this point, you're probably already subscribed. But for those of you who did it, I don't know if it's morbid curiosity or you're genuinely interested in what I have to say about computers, but please consider subscribing, because we are building something awesome here. There's some really cool content on the way, plus more giveaways, and just my dumb face talking about cool things. Also, please join me on stream. We're streaming tonight, and that's going to be more helping people one-on-one with their PCs, and yes, and enter that giveaway. It's running from now until when I announce the winners on stream on Thursday the 21st. Okay, only a couple of weeks. So go get it. Get in there. Good luck. So until next time, please take care.